we realized that the services that the bank provided and all the other service providers in the post-harvest agri ecosystem, only about 1/3 of India's total production really reached these bigger tertiary markets. Me and my colleague Anand, who's the co-founder, we were working in ICICI Bank. I used to head the commodity finance business for the bank, and Anand was in my team heading the product function in the same business. Our belief was that if we had to make a difference, then we had to go a little further down into the smaller rural primary and secondary agriculture markets. And it was difficult to do that while being in the bank. And that's how the journey or idea of Arya really started.
Our primary focus is to reach to those locations where others have not reached. We have helped in building farmer producer organizations. So we have reached to them to store produce, to take finance, and take advantage of price appreciation. Here in Arya, we have two categories of business here. One is professional warehousing and second is collateral management. So under professional warehousing, we manage more than 1,200 of warehouses. And in collateral management segment, we manage more than 600 warehouses. So in total, you can take 1,800 plus warehouses.
So now we have a digital platform for discovery of warehouses, which lists all warehouses across the country. And hence what we work on is to work on innovative storage technology where you can set up warehouses on the go. We call them hermetic storage structures, which can be set up within a period of 2 to 3 days. You can store within that warehouse, and then once the season is over, fold it up and take it to another location. So for us, the greatest challenges as we started out was unavailability of infrastructure steps at all levels. To be able to manage business in a scale agnostic manner was the other challenge that we had to face. Farmers never really stored the produce. And hence, for them to believe that yes, it is possible, and then being able to generate a higher income out of that was another journey that we had to really traverse. Last year was actually an eye-opener for us. The moment the pandemic hit, the lockdown started, we were really worried as to what is going to happen. And that was, if you remember, that was the time when the Rabi harvest was just due, and it was a record Rabi production. So what we realized then was that when prices went down, a service like ours was extremely relevant. Second, you provided an option to the farmer to actually store the produce and not sell immediately. And when she decided to store the produce, you also enabled a loan so that her day-to-day cash flow requirements were also fulfilled. The other challenge was around the availability of technology at that time. Then the other thing was that when we started, we were very clear that we cannot just working on the supply side of the ecosystem. We also needed to have the demand side of the ecosystem working with us. We actually took over the company from the JM Bakshi Group. They've been extremely supportive of our idea right from the beginning. And since we took over, we've sort of grown quite substantially from a turnover of about 2 crores. We are now close to a turnover of about 150 crores in the last 7 years.
And in 2016, we raised our first round of $3 million from the erstwhile Aspada. Now they have again put money in another 3 rounds, and over the period from $3 million, now they have put more than $10 million in the company. After that, in 2020, we have raised money from Omnivore Partners. Just 3 months back in December, we have raised another round of fundraise from the Pona Capital, along with the Omnivore Partners and LGT Lightstone Aspada.
We started with the most basic requirements like weather updates or price updates. Our understanding of the customer's needs has also led us to the requirement that we will have to constantly innovate ourselves and innovate further and go down deeper into both our fintech as well as our agtech models.
Our idea of operation is to build a highly scalable model while being viable and while being profitable.
From inward of the commodity till selling of the commodity, at every step we use technology.
Finally, I think the most important part is the team that we have. The team at Arya are people who have worked in this business for over 20 years now. We understand each other. Each of us comes with a very, very unique set of capabilities. Post-harvest infrastructure in the country today, whatever we see today, which is present in the rural areas, has been made possible only because of very specific schemes which were rolled out by the government over all these years. The strengthening of the mandi infrastructure, more democratization of storage closer to the farm gate is another very important factor which could be built in. Talking of the farm laws, personally I'm of the view that they are a step in the right direction. To take a conclusion that these laws will change everything, that may not be true. But these laws really give a good direction to start with. Some of the things which also need to be sort of strengthened in the new law is around the grievance redressal mechanism. Some of those aspects need to be further built.
So start ignition, count to zero. I just wanna be a superhero.